Well, it was a big data week last week, wasn't it? We had the MPC, Monetary Policy Committee, UK interest rate decision, also over in the ECB as well, the European Central Bank, so big amounts of data last week. Very, very big on Thursday, and of course non-farm payroll then on the Friday. Slightly better than expectations on non-farm payroll, the amount of jobs created for the previous month. So that certainly led to an initial reaction on those equity markets, followed by a big old-fashioned dump in the afternoon. Massive move, massive dollar strength on the Thursday and the Friday, and a big old sort of short-term fall on equities. Did rise a little bit on the Friday evening there, but certainly, a lot of concerns about tapering going on in the US at the moment, and that's really going to carry on this week from the start of this sort of 8th of July here. So the reason why it's going to carry on to this week is because we've got those FOMC Federal Open Market Committee meeting minutes, and that's on Wednesday night. So that's really where most eyes are going to be focused on for this week. So let's have a little bit of a run through of the major data announcements. Now I'm sending this out on Tuesday, so we're already one day into the week here. So yesterday, of course, we had Draghi talking in the sort of early afternoon in the sort of UK time. Major data announcements not really taking place so much really apart from Draghi talking until really the Tuesday here. So manufacturing production here on in the UK here just come out at 9:30 today. A lot worse than expectations, led to a real good old dump on sterling dollar as well there. Very much moving back in line with those longer term trends on the pound there. That daily chart's been moving down quite aggressively for some time now. Moving through to Wednesday, this is really where it's at, I suppose, on Wednesday here. Federal Open Market Committee meeting minutes. As we know, with interest rate decisions, not a whole lot of interest rate change going on at the moment, so it's not really about what they do, it's more about what they say. So those meeting minutes are going to be very important, and of course, a couple of hours later, at 9:10 UK time, we've got Ben Bernanke talking as well. So they're really going to be chopping through his statement, really looking for signs of tapering. In other words, the reduction of that quantitative easing. And of course, what that's likely to lead to, if it does talk about bringing it forward, because some of the data being a little bit better, like non-farm payroll last week, bringing that quantitative easing reduction forward is likely to have a bit of a knock-on effect, downward effect on equities, and perhaps an upward effect there on the US dollar, which is trading at about 5-year highs at the moment on its dollar index. Moving through to the rest of the week. Not a huge amount really set for Thursday. Major announcements, probably unemployment claims at 1:30. They're expecting 342,000 there. Pretty much the same as the last period, so nothing hugely drastic there. Perhaps, of course, it's about what we do against expectations there. And then finally, really, if anything, the more standard data, probably the more important day, really Friday, PPI Producer Price Index there at 1:30 UK time, that's over in the US, and also at 2:55. Remember that time, it's not 3 o'clock like a lot of data, it's 5 minutes before. We've got that consumer sentiment there at 2:55. That's quite an important bit of data. Why? Because it's actually a bit of a leading indicator. It tells us how we feel, and how we feel affects what we're spending, and how much we're spending and then affects the economy. So how we feel is a really important part of things. A lot of data is a lagging indicator. Growth, GDP data, it's after what people have spent. Consumer sentiment is how we feel, and it's going to lead us into perhaps what we might look to do for the rest of the 6 months of the year. So really, really important bit of data. That's what we're looking out for this week. Some fantastic trades out there at the moment there. Just remember those trends. Sterling dollar at the moment, so drastically lower, and we'll see if that's going to continue. All eyes, obviously, as I say, Wednesday evening, 7 o'clock and 9:10. And then, of course, slightly more important data there on Friday, 1:30 and then 2:55. Have a good week.
If you would like more information about trading the right way, Trend Signal is giving you the opportunity to see and hear about its services live at a free online seminar. Take a look at the Trend Signal website for the latest events and to book your free place.